Dude, like, three attempts outside of practice. Woo! Oh, that was a mean one. That was a mean one. Finally, though. Finally. 1006. To be fair, a lot of those were from before, but they were still learning. When I say before, I mean, like, I don't even think I had I might have had Electrodynamics V2 under my belt, but I hadn't done Hell. Hadn't done all the other garbage I've done since then. Oh, that was a mean one. That was a mean one. Whew. Definitely a medium. How did I feel about the level? Well, first of all, I died at like 96, which was depressing. But let's see. What else is there? What is there to really say? Well, first cube is kind of annoying. I used to be really bad at it, and I was just like, I don't want to attempt this. I don't even want to attempt it. And so every once in a while, I would go through the whole level in practice, and it would be like 80 attempts, and I'm like, yep, I can't do this. So first cube is fine. That weird. It's a bit janky. Well, not really janky, but it's a bit tight for some of the things, like the blue orb clicks, and then the yellow orbs in the portals. It's a lot tighter than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be, just learn how to do it. No, there's a bit more to it than that. The ship is pretty easy once you get it down. You'll rarely die there. It's a lot of, like, the first half of it is just like straight flying, and then the second half of it is just getting comfortable with the slopes. First part of the wave, the transition into the wave can be kind of hard. A lot of this level was actually me reading what to do, which is new because most of the time when I play a level with wave, I basically just throw myself at it until I essentially memorize the entire click pattern. It's like, okay, I know I have to do this, 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 and this is exactly how it's going to go and stuff like that. But now it's like, I was able to actually read it, except for the transition into the wave, which is why I mentioned that, because I can't read that. I basically just remembered, okay, just do this. It was just like, or something, I don't know, I already forgot it. If I see it, I can remember it. Oh yeah, it's hold, let go, hold, yeah. And like, I just remembered how I did that rather than actually reading it. Then it's fine for a while. It's not too hard, but it's a bit tricky. Well, at least at the first part. Then there's a part with the mini wave that's not hard. You got some slow wave, and then it goes into the duel. The duel is annoying. I don't like 9 Circles levels when I can't, see the gameplay, which is already hard enough usually. But here it's like, you have to essentially just kind of know where everything is. Like, if I turned on the hitboxes, which I did in practice sometimes, it was like, free. I know exactly where I'm going. I know exactly what I'm doing. The second I turn them off, it's like, I don't know how much space I have, and if I'm, like, super close, if I'm about to get hit or not. Like, I don't really know. I have, like, this general idea of when to click, and I read accordingly, but aside from that, it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Then you got some speedy waves across some gears. The part where it says GG when you're, like, halfway through the level. Not really. You're, like, 70%, I think. Then you have the part with all, like, the fakes and stuff. That part's honestly probably, like, one of the... I wouldn't say it's the easiest part of the level, but it's the easiest part where it looks like you have to do something. Like, there's a part earlier, like I mentioned, the mini wave, where you basically just go up and down. That's not a problem. This part is, like, it seems a bit intimidating, and then it's actually, like, pretty easy. And then it is... You have that part where you gotta keep going, like, up and down and whatnot, and you got this stuff on the floor and ceiling. Originally, when I tried to do this, I would click all the way, and then I learned that you just have to do these clicks, so you go above an obstacle, and then you can just come back down. And you have some other stuff, I think. I don't really remember. And then you have the ending. The ending is only hard at one point, so I wouldn't really call it hard, but I did die to it And then I spent like so many more attempts actually trying to beat the level. So I got pretty unlucky. Basically, it's just the mini wave spam where you got to try to get into that portal. I died there. I also died there in practice. Like, it's pretty mean. Well, not mean, but I don't know. It's not like a free section until you get into the portal. Once you're turned into a normal wave and not mini, then it's easy. No problems. You cruise along. Don't be dumb when you go into the upside down portal at the end. Then you're fine. So that's nice. This is probably my favorite 9 Circles levels I've played. Because let me try to remember all the other ones I've did. Actually, I can just like check. Well, none of the non-demon ones are very notable, I will say that. And so you have Ultimate Circles. Did not like that. Trump Circles, it was okay. It's barely a Circles level. There's like nothing to it wave-wise. Infinite Circles is just dumb. I like that it has slow wave. I like slow wave gameplay because then I can actually do that. Granted, Infinite Circles has slow wave gameplay starting at like 60 to the end, and so once you get to 60%, you're done. You can quote-unquote fluke it without much troubles. Let's see, and then Retro Circles. Retro Circles is pretty good. This is probably my second favorite. It was just generally fun. I like the cube at the end. And then you got Problematic, the classic. I don't like the part. Here's one thing I gotta say, which is kind of how I felt at this point with the dual part. I don't like fakes in 9 Circles levels, or just waves in general, because you go into a part and you just kind of, you have to know how much space you really have, and it is annoying. I do not like it. But aside from the duel is a bit annoying, but aside from that, I had a pretty good time with this level, even if I got pretty unlucky. It's a fun 9 Circles level, and it's my first medium one, so that's cool. Not a lot of going upside down, which I'll always be happy with.